In this video, I'm going to address the question, is eating healthy food the same as eating to lose weight? We're going to talk about what I believe it means to eat healthy and determine if it's even related to losing weight. Here's why. Last week, I was on vacation on a group trip in the wonderful country of Colombia. But on this trip, in such an intimate setting where others got a first-hand look at how I intuitively choose which foods I ate, I had a young lady who seemed to make it her point to question everything I ate. Or she would just make general comments about what she should or should not eat when she was around me. I mean, I get it. Once people see me and realize that I have a great shape with a relatively lean body fat percentage, it seems that there is an automatic assumption that I eat what they think of as healthy. But that's the problem. Eating healthy and eating to lose weight, or in my case, eating to stay lean, are two different goals. They are 100% mutually exclusive. Or in other words, one has nothing to do with the other. While on vacation, I ate dessert pastries, large bowls of pasta, I drank a few beers, and of course I ate arepas and a few empanadas, which are pretty much just chicken wrapped in fried bread. But here's the thing, depending on your goals, and if you know what to eat for your specific goals, you can eat this stuff. In fact, you can eat anything, you just can't eat everything. I kept getting comments like, "You're gonna eat that?" or "You're eating that? It's not healthy." But I just smiled and I chose not to respond. This happened over several days. It wasn't until day 9 during our group's last evening meal, when I was super tired and irritated, that I finally spoke up. I believe it was after someone made a comment about the dessert I ordered. I ordered cheesecake, followed by chocolate cake and ice cream. Someone was like, "Really? You're eating that?" That's when I finally said, "Look, I want to leave you guys with one takeaway. If you don't remember anything else I said during these 9 days together, please remember this. Eating healthy and eating to lose weight are two different things. The only thing you need to do if you want to lose weight, maintain your existing weight, or gain weight is to eat a certain number of calories relative to the number of calories your body requires. Period. Eating healthy has nothing to do with this." And then they looked at me and they were silent. So for the rest of this video, let's talk about why I said that. Eating healthy is relative, meaning what's healthy for one person may not be healthy for someone else. Being in good health, in my opinion, simply means not feeling like crap. If you have all the ideal body markers for your age but are sick because you have a cold, you're not healthy. Does this make sense? So eating healthy may or may not be related to weight loss. Relating this to dieting, if you have a gluten sensitivity, avoiding gluten will likely keep you healthy. But gluten-free foods can have just as many calories, if not more, than a similar food that contains gluten. And if you eat more calories than your body requires, even if the source of your calories come from gluten-free foods, you will gain weight. Gaining weight does not mean you're not healthy. It's just what happens when you eat more calories than your body requires. Simply talking about weight, it's not until your body continues gaining weight past obesity that you are more likely to begin experiencing unhealthy conditions such as cardiovascular issues or shortness of breath while walking upstairs. But it's not food choices that are unhealthy per se, it's the result of gaining too much weight from a series of food choices that is unhealthy, regardless of what types of foods they are. Another example is someone who has digestive issues such as irritable bowel syndrome. What may be healthy for them is to avoid foods that other people think of as healthy. Foods such as onions, garlic, apples, watermelon, cashews, legumes, and many other highly fermented foods. These are just fruits and vegetables. But in this context, why aren't they healthy? It's because they may cause the person to have diarrhea. And if I were them and you told me to eat an onion because it's healthy, I'll tell you to stuff your onion where the sun doesn't shine. Is milk healthy? Sure, but not for someone who has an intolerance to lactose. So to bring home my point, eating healthy is relative. It has nothing to do with losing or gaining weight, which is what most people associate with eating healthy. Thinking that eating healthy equals weight loss makes people do all types of unhealthy things because most people have no idea what eating healthy really means. I'll say it again. Eating healthy and eating to lose weight are two separate goals. For example, the first thing many people say when they want to lose weight is, I need to eat healthier. Then what do? Come on, you know. They switch up their diets to eating only salads, or starting 7-day juice fast, or eating cabbage soup. I don't want you to do this. Eating this way can, in fact, be unhealthy because your body needs enough calories to function, and those types of diets do not give your body enough calories. If you eat too few calories for far too long, you could wreak all types of havocs on your hormones, lose muscle, or even develop an unhealthy relationship with food because of the inevitable large weight fluctuations that your body will have when you bounce from eating very low carbs to moderate or high carb diets, especially if you don't understand why this weight fluctuation occurs. I explain why this happens in details in a previous video called Weight Fluctuations During Weight Loss. Thinking that eating healthy foods equals eating to lose weight is a bad idea. So, what do? First, you pick a goal. If you want to eat healthy, then your diet should specifically change so that you can heal the ailment you are trying to cure. You may or may not lose weight by eating for this specific goal because, as I explained, there's not a direct correlation between a goal to eat healthy and a goal to lose weight. If your goal is to lose weight, then the only thing you need to focus on is keeping your body in a calorie deficit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, be sure to check out my previous video, How to Get Rid of Belly Fat. And last, if you want to eat healthy and lose weight, then you need to focus on eating in a calorie deficit while eating the foods that will fix whatever ailment you're trying to cure. But again, these are two different goals. You're just attacking them at the same time. A good example to bring this point home is my selection of protein bars. I used to eat Quest protein bars because they are lower in calories compared to many other protein bars. But because they use sugar alcohols and fiber additives, the Quest bar can cause uncomfortable bloating and gas. Chewing gum that uses sugar alcohols cause the same effect. In fact, any food that uses sugar alcohols may cause the same effect. What's the point of choosing a healthy, lower calorie option if it gives you gas? In my opinion, if something gives you gas, for you, it's not healthy. No matter how few calories it has, you should not eat it. So instead of Quest protein bars that have only 180 calories and only 1 gram of sugar, I eat Met-Rx bars, even though some of them have 410 calories and 27 grams of sugar. And no, this video is not sponsored by Met-Rx. I wish. But the reason why I eat them is because they don't make me feel uncomfortable from bloating and gas. I just make sure that my total calories stay where I want them to be so I don't gain more weight than I want when eating these monstrosities of a calorie bomb. This is how I and you can attack two goals at one time. You can remain healthy by paying attention to how foods make you feel while also staying under your calories. If you don't do this, you can certainly eat only healthy foods and still end up overweight. Trust me. Again, eating healthily and eating for weight loss are two different goals. That said, this is why I enjoyed myself during my vacation. I didn't stress out about what was healthy, but I also didn't go all YOLO or you only live once with my diet because my personal goals are simply to maintain my existing weight. So the only thing I needed to worry about was getting what I estimated to be about the number of calories my body required. During my vacation, my activity level remained high due to our many hikes and walks and because I kept up with my gym routine for 3 of the 9 days. So this increased my number of calories my body required, which meant I could get away with eating more calories than I would usually eat when I went to restaurants or stopped on the street for arepas. I definitely didn't know the number of calories I was eating, but because I'm experienced in tracking the number of calories in my foods, I took estimated guesses. But even still, I wasn't worried because even if I gained more weight than I wanted while on vacation, I know exactly what to do to get rid of it. And I know it has nothing to do with eating healthily. It's only a matter of putting my body in a calorie deficit and keeping it there until I get back to the weight I want to be at. It's just science and the basis for my entire program, Build Muscle Get Lean. In fact, after being away from my body scale for 10 days and eating foods that I certainly wouldn't eat at home, the day after I returned home and stepped on the scale, I was actually down about 2 pounds, which likely means I didn't eat enough calories relative to my activity level because I sure ate a lot of carbs, meaning my body was not affected by water weight fluctuations. So, for the last time, let me reiterate, eating healthy is relative to your own body's response to foods. And eating healthy does not make you lose weight if you still end up eating more calories than your body requires. But if your goal is simply to lose weight or just maintain your existing weight, you can eat whatever you want as long as you are methodical and scientific in your approach and stay at your maintenance calories or in a calorie deficit. However, you can't be methodical if you don't know what you're doing and stress out about what's healthy or not. Is that clear? I hope so. Now, if you want to know exactly how to eat to lose weight so you can reach your specific weight loss goals and have this skill set for life so you can be confident in knowing how to eat to keep the look you want, be sure to join me in my body transformation program that you can find at buildmusclegetlean.com. Trust me, it doesn't talk about eating healthy. And now you know. Eating healthy and eating to lose weight are not the same things. I promise. I hope this video helped you. If it did, shoot me a quick comment letting me know. I love to read my comments. Also, be sure to give the video a like while you're in the comment area. And if you want more no-nonsense video content like this, be sure to subscribe to this channel. And until next time, peace.